It's a time to write a poem. Big words you think your favorite club member would like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Alright, let's do this. Pout, philosophy, sweet happiness, jumped, variance, pain, sadness, warm, and anime. I'll go with, I like anime. Lazy, whirlwind, covert, determination, grief. Let's go for sugar. Because I like sugar. That's it why. Journey sounds cool, but I think clumsy would describe me the most. Rainbow, awesome, but luck is also good. Death, eternity. I think I would go for Scars Scrape is pretty awesome. Heaven Sent, Disarray, Treasure, I like Treasure. But Heaven Sent has a sound to it. Adventure, like an adventure, Heaven Sending adventure, or yes. Playground Peace is important. Boop. Okay. Scars. Alright, Playground, Fireflies. Oh, something with about Fireflies always make me, yeah. But I like music more, so. Kawaii, Judgment, Summer, Excitement, Color. I think I go for Kawaii. Calm, Vanilla, Hopeless, Explode, After Image, Melody, Melancholy, Hopeless, Family, Email, Family, alright. Oh, this one is easy. Horror. Universe. It's also pretty cool. Fluffy. Yeah, Universe. I mean, it is pretty beautiful universe, you know, so why not? I'll write about Comfort, Rain Cloud, Graveyard. A bit dark, sinister in here. Okay, what else do we got? Effulgent. Fester, Whispers, Cut. Dark, peaceful again. Alright, Nightgown, Crimson, Breath, Strawberry, Aura, Heartbeat, Inferno. Let's go for Nightgown. He's a bit more creepier. What else do we have? Massacre. An ending. An ending. And games, yeah, I mean, games are Doki Doki. I mean, oof. I think I go for games. I mean, I like games, so why not? Tenacious, Sunny, Misfortune, Incongruent, Sparkle. Alright, let's go. We're back. Hi again, Keycups. Alright, Monika, I'm back. So, here's the thing, right? We're already in the second episode. First one went really well. Let's hope this one does as well. It's gonna be another voiceover, so bear with me, guys. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. I didn't. I would do it. I would just visit just for the cupcakes, but we're over that. That was last episode. We're now here with a poem, which is gonna be amazing. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my words. Yeah, that's me. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Keycups. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. That's true. Oh, come on, like, he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. No. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature. I agree. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Keycups always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. Right. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once. Oh shit. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Kikops can become good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri, you even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gestures from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, don't worry. I won't make a big deal of it if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you want. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. And enthusiastically take the book. Enthusiastically. You know, when I first did this, I assume I did enthusiastically mess it up a lot of times. Well, you can read it on your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everybody's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem the case. Yuri and Monika have a cheerful conversation. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. Can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down to the nearest desk. Am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the books Yuri gave me. You could. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. You'll probably just fall asleep right now. Close my eyes and end up listening into Sayori's conversation. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the others clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need to show that to everyone. I mean, it's just reading books, right? Something that speaks to their creative minds. Alright. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we came up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's all literature event, so it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? Yeah. And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to the creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously? It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? We could... cupcakes! Good thinking, Natsuki. Would love that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. Works perfectly. It wasn't what you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcake it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still have to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all. Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. Can't help but wondering what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Ooh. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fell out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't napping club. Does our school have a napping club? Staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You need to get used to it. Don't say that out loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monika overheard. It's true though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. And vice versa. It's what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. It's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up early? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. Can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's all written all over you. Huh? Sayori glances at herself. How is it all written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Looks like your hair is sticking out from all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's head, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. I mean, there's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't even straightened either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. Man, I'm not doing great. I'm not doing great at the moment. Oh well. Oh. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. Okay. But nobody would even notice that. Of course they would. No one's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. You meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer button up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Oh shit. That's super mean. Yeah, I know, I'm a dick. I'm such a dick right now. Okay. Don't ever tell it. Don't ever say that to a girl. It will leave you in pain and agony. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. Oh shit. Start to button her blazer up. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Hehe. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Huh? Don't say that. Don't make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? Ah, I guess. Hey, be careful, the button might come off. Why is it so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever button it up, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. Yeah. Why are you smiling? What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it's strange to see his blazer button up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hesitantly unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And what are you trying to say? Are you trying to say that that's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say any embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little early. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I feel personally attacked, by the way, with the going to bed earlier. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. But it was a joke this time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Huh? Monika suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Keycups, I can't wait to read yours. Okay, yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastically, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve a poem. Yeah, same. Oof. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, sure did. My relaxation ends. Can't wait, I agreed to do something I could really find such inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems, show it on a wrinkled sheet on a loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. Alright. On the other hand, Monika wrote her in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from here where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I read my poem to first? Alright, so I think I just go with the order we have. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and as last, Monika. So let's start with Sayori. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Keycups. Eh? I love it. I have no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why, because I have no idea what I like either. Okay. Jeez. I'm sure Yu's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Let's save. Okay. Bam. Return. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So I would read my poem. It's not just a poem, it's a Keycups poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against the chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote me. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Keycups. Deep down, you're not as selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture in motion here, but then again, I can't deny that's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? Sounds good. That will be my way of thanking you. Alright. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you'll need to read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Alright. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinks in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Alright. You know, this actually looks like a poem I would write, like making the sleepy rub from my eyes. I want breakfast at the ending. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to say yes or no question. That's true. I mean, I forgot it to do last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Ah, yeah. Didn't meant to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Ah, yeah. Next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. I guess I'm looking forward to it. Alright, who should I show my poem to next? Well, let's just continue down. I mean, I don't really have an order, so let's go to Natsuki. Okay. Question mark. I'm actually wondering to who I actually wrote this poem. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Oh, I actually like this poem. I don't know why. It's simple, and it has, the ending is just like, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that that writing has to be sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. Isn't the point of poems of people to express themselves? You write your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yeah, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on wordplay. Like I set up for the rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. I agree with Natsuki, by the way. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care about how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Nah, that would be mean. Right, Yuri, show me. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. She is. You can just look at her face. She's forcing, like, how do I say this in a nice way? How do I not upset his feelings? I just can see it in her eyes. She hates my poem. Alright, I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay, this is your first time writing a poem, right? Look! Yeah. How mean can you be? Why do you ask? Well, I'm just making sure. Guess that it might be after reading through it. And is it that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there were specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up things. I like the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their self very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. Okay. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds a train of thought, it's as if demeanor totally changes. The stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can blame for. There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. I hope so too. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. Alright, save again. Save all look at work. After all, this isn't supposed to be a literature club. Ghost under the lights. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the stickering blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Wow, that's pretty impressive, if you ask me. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wouldn't think that at all. But it took you a long time to read. I'm a slow reader. Trust me. I'm a very slow reader. So me reading this as fast as I can is a bad thing. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I liked your poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems, not at all. Really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our last time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. First thing sharing, sorry. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Keycops. Really? Must have totally missed the point. Totally. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their thoughts, feeling and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolical compared to the ghost. Lingering in her last remaining and comfort unable to let go of her past. And soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Right, last but not least, Monika. First save, just in case. Alright, hi Keycops. Having a good time so far? Yeah? Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have ever any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up, obviously. Much better off just going with the flow. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Keycops. We're all a little bit embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to pass soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? Here, you and Sayori are really good friends, right? Wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there's also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's kind of the vibe I get when reading a poem. Okay. You sure you're not reading into it too much? It could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of gentle feel to it. Yeah. So now I know to who I actually wrote the poem to. Well, Sayori. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy the sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit further either. I'm sure I end up trying different things a lot. It would take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles. They'll always help find what suits your needs. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to. It's not like you have to worry impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Sure. Give it to me. It's a bit unexpected. I mean, so we're already in like an hour, I believe, in the game. And it has a very slow build up, but I kinda like that. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. It doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction that speckle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just like a hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Searching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Oh, I really love this poem also. It's pretty good. I didn't know that Yuri would... it's very freeform, if that's the word. So I'm not really the right person. Yeah, the kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. This is a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration of this? Well, I'm not sure if you know how to put it. I guess you could say that I have some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it a bit later. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. That was a lot of reading. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre working abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This literature club aside, I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Yeah. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch further in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss a symbolism or something? It's clear about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Ouch. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. I was looking for suggestions. I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Kikops did too. So based on that, I'm gladly gave you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. Don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Oof. And Kikops liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Hey? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Kikops appreciated my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out my way to make everything I do overly cute to see. Oh. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who poops magically grew size bigger as soon as Kikops started showing up. Holy shit. Natsuki has a little... this doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing here. Kikops! She's just trying to make me look bad. Oh god. That's not true, she started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, then this would have happened in the first place. That's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason. The meaning should jump over the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her. Wait, the reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language is the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. Oh boy, I am actually agreeing with both of them. It depends on the situation. I mean, yeah, you don't need complex words to express your feelings, but sometimes to express yourself, it can come out more complex than you realize, than you think. You understand that, right, Kikops? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with they will probably think more highly of me. So, of course, there's gonna be, like I said, they both have a point, but I think I'm just gonna... Natsuki glared at me, drying up words out of my mouth. So instead I turned to Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defensive I can't bring myself to say anything. Sayori, eh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting. It makes Yuri uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friends feel like this? Kikops. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It is unfair for others to inject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri that what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? That is exactly why nobody likes you. Oh. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. Just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poem, they are amazing, but they give you so many feelings in just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Natsuki's books are the same as always. Big and beautiful. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president? I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing for me. Nah, it's not like I blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? I could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weird, suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take care of her. I would hate to see her get herself hurt. It makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get a chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. All I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Teacups, how about you? Yeah, I'll say the same. It's a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you've learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kind of poem everyone likes. And I like that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. And not to myself with newfound determination. Teacups, ready to walk home? Sure. Let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Yuri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. I'm not enjoying it. Well, Sayori. Safe. Right. But what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Teacups, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught onto the situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an international monologue sometimes. Internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this.